Let me say it up front. If you never have felt like quitting in business acquisition, you probably haven't been doing business acquisition very long. And that's just the nature of the beast. And so this is an important video because most people reach that point when they feel like quitting. And so I wrote a bunch of notes, and I'm going to refer to those notes. I don't usually do that, but I'm going to do it this time. So at the point where that happens and you feel like quitting, you get rejected, you get ignored, you chase a deal for months and it falls apart at the finish line. Ugh. The seller goes silent, a bank pulls out, an advisor ghosts you, your motivation dips, and you start asking a dangerous question. Is this even worth it? That moment shows up for everyone. And if you're feeling it now, I want you to hear this very clearly. You are not alone. You are not failing. You, again, are not alone and broken. This is part of the process. I frequently say you will fail your way to success, and I mean that. You are going to do things that don't work. You're going to have all those experiences. The most successful salespeople rarely succeed 50% of the time. And so they realize that that is part of the process. And for those that haven't had sales experience or haven't dealt with rejection or haven't had things not go, the emotional toll is pretty significant. You will, the good news is, you will in time toughen up. So what separates those who succeed from the people who quit is not intelligence, it's not capital, it's not luck. It's what they do in that moment that they're facing, is this worth it? Should I quit? Because when you feel like quitting, your brain really is lying to you. It tells you that feeling will last forever. It tells you nothing is working. It tells you you're wasting your time. But feelings are temporary. The decisions you make are permanent. And here's a rule I want you to adopt. Do not quit on a bad day. Do not quit when you're emotional. Do not quit when you're tired, frustrated, or discouraged. When you feel like quitting, wait until tomorrow. Some of the best advice I ever heard. If you feel like quitting, wait until tomorrow. I recently heard the Warren Buffett, who ended up getting some great advice, and the advice was, when you feel like telling somebody to go to hell, wait until tomorrow. You can always tell them that tomorrow. So just one more day. Sleep on it. Let the emotion drain out of it. Give yourself a night, because something interesting happens when you do that. The next morning, and boy is this ever true, the situation is usually not as catastrophic as it felt the night before. Your thinking is clearer, your discipline comes back online, and very often the solution you could not see becomes obvious, and I've had that. I cannot tell you how many times in my career I was at a low point and said to myself, this will be a great part of the story. And I really did do that when I ran out of money, when things were full of rejection, nothing was working, and I felt sorry for myself was what was calling to me. I said, this will be a great part of the story. If I ended up saying, yeah, it all worked out great, never any hard times, easy peasy, who's going to listen to that? Who's going to want to hear that? So at that time, it did not feel great, though, and it was frustrating. It felt unfair. It felt exhausting looking back, but those were the moments that shaped me. Those were the moments when my mother's teaching and how she raised me, life is hard, suck it up, stiff upper lip, all those things came into being able to be used. The deals that died taught me how to structure deals, what was important to a seller. The rejections taught me how to listen better as opposed to just talking. The quiet periods taught me discipline when motivation was gone, and discipline is super important. So here's the key. People who succeed are not more motivated than you. They are just more disciplined when that motivation disappears. They know their why. They know why they're doing this. They know what they're building. They know who they're doing it for and why. And when things get hard, they don't ask, do I like doing this today? They ask, what does discipline require of me to do today? Sometimes that discipline is making one more call. Sometimes it's sending a follow-up. Sometimes it's sending an email. Sometimes it's simply not quitting. If you're going to quit, quit tomorrow again. So if you're watching this and you're at one of those moments right now, I want you to do one thing. Do not make a lifetime decision based on a temporary emotion. Wait until tomorrow. Use the team around you. Use the advisors. Oftentimes you can find a solution. If tomorrow still feels bad, I'd argue wait another day. Because when people who win, eventually those people are the ones that look back and say, I'm really glad I didn't quit. It was a testing time, but I didn't quit. And one day, sooner than you think, I hope, this moment will be part of your story. Not the chapter where you quit, but the chapter where you keep going. I talked frequently to a couple of Navy SEALs that are friends, and one of them said when he went through Bud's training, he said, I'd be lying if I told you there wasn't a day I wanted to quit. You're freezing, you're cold, you can hardly move, and you just say to the guy next to you, just push me back in the water, push me back in the water. And so when that feeling came, he relied on his team, he relied on the people around him, and he kept going, and he did become a SEAL. So I hope this helps you. You are not alone if you feel like there are times when you want to quit. But quit tomorrow. If you can get used to that and you can understand that this takes discipline, you are more than halfway towards the success. So when you feel like quitting, don't wait until tomorrow.